is up, guys? Back at it again with another main card. Well, I guess we're going to do early prelim through the main card review. What a card this was. For a meta event, this was fucking phenomenal. I'm super hyped with how this card turned out. Went 5 for 6 on my picks. We're so fucking back. On that note, make sure you guys are all subscribed. If you're not subscribed, your next parlay is not going to hit. So subscribe right now if you want your next parlay to hit for big fucking money. All right, moving on. We're going to start off with Pierre Rodriguez versus Sam Hughes. Now, I did tune into this about a couple minutes into round one. I was running a little late. So from what I saw, there was some type of foul and then an attempted takedown from Rodriguez where Hughes ends up on her back foot, defending the takedown well. Good exchanges from both fighters. Lots of good shots in the clinch. This is how round one went. Now round two. Sam Hughes has a very odd head. Kind of like an alien head. Have you guys noticed that? Unrelated. Anyway. Round two. Rodriguez is dominating in the clinch and secures a takedown, holding top control. Hughes eats a big left hand on her way back up. Rodriguez lands a good combo cage side, and then Rodriguez is landing big power shots for the end of the round. So at this point, it's pretty close still. Round three is what really separated it, seemed like, for me. So Rodriguez is landing combos into clinch work where she is dominating in the clinch. Like, she's just on another level as far as clinch work was going in this fight. They're clinching up cage side a lot. And Hughes is like just out of range for Rodriguez. So Rodriguez shoots a late round takedown, doesn't land it. And then Rodriguez tees off some big shots for the final 10 seconds. And she did end up getting that win. So that was a very good fight for the women fight for the beginning of this card. That was a great fight. We'll see what's next for these fighters. All right. Luan Lacerda versus Hesher Sosa. Sosa, I think. Not good with the... We know this. We know how bad I am with the fucking names. Not my thing. Alani, sponsor me. All right. So round one, both guys utilizing kicks. And then Sosa hits Lacerda hard. Hurts him back pretty bad. I think it was a right hand. Lacerda gets a takedown cage side. Sosa gets up after landing some elbows while they're on the ground there. And Lacerda's pushing cage side again and lands a takedown again. Sosa gets to his feet, but eats a big knee on his way up. So Sosa's now on the attack after that and landing some good shots. Very good round one. Now round two. Lacerda is looking a little more cautious now, a little more respectful of Sosa's hands, it seems, at the beginning of this round. There's some good scrambles, and it leads to a big exchange where Lacerda grabs a single leg and pushes cage side. So Sosa's looking tired, but still throwing some wild combos. Lacerda failed a takedown attempt, leads to a cage side clinch, and Sosa landing some good shots in that clinch. He also stuffs another takedown for the end of the round here. Very dominant round two, it seemed like. Now, round three. Flipping the notes. You guys already know. Flipping the notes. All right, round three. Lacerda lands a takedown early. Sosa gets up and grabs those underhooks. Sosa's throwing a lot of spinning attacks, it seems like. I mean, not really landing too many of them, it seemed, but he was throwing them. So... spinning attacks, firing off some strikes, cage side, yeah. Lacerda lands a takedown. Sosa gets up and keeps landing combos. Lacerda pushes cage side, and both guys swinging hard for the end of the round. Man, this whole, like, dark light, like, terrible lighting. Look how bright I look. This is wild. Wild. Guys, subscribe so I can get a fucking curtain, you know? I need at least 1,000 subscribers to be able to afford a curtain, you know? If you guys want to help me out, that'd be great. Okay. Yeah, both swinging hard at the end of the round, and then Sosa ends up getting that decision, but a really, really good fight from both guys. I think Sosa just had the slightly better cardio. And when I say slightly, I mean slightly better cardio. Now, Bia Mesquita versus Monse Rendon. All right, Mosquito. What a fucking performance by Mosquito. All right, absolutely killer. So, round 1 tees off, big shot from Mosquito. Landed a takedown, landed some wild ground and pound while in mount, and then Rendon just gives up her back and taps to a rear naked choke. Super quick, 2 minutes, 7 seconds into the round. We are going to see big things from, she may be called the Mosquito, but she does not suck. Well, I don't know. I don't know what she gets up to. You know what I mean, guys. All right. So, yeah, really, really impressive performance from her. All the respect in the world for that. Great, great fight. Moving on. Brad Tavares versus Eric Anders. What a fight that this was. Both longtime UFC vets, and you saw it. You saw in here the skill level that they both possess. Very close fight, very good fight. Now, round 1, Tavares lands a big body kick off rip. Anders shoots a failed takedown, and they're now clinching cage side, both throwing some knees up the middle. They break out just for Anders to clinch up cage side again. Tavares landing big kicks, but Anders just keeps holding cage side. And Anders lands a big shot, drops Tavares, and is looking for a finish. Tavares, as tough as he is, does not get finished. You know, able to hang in there for end around, but it was a nasty shot. Both super strong, super athletic guys, especially for this weight class. Now, round 2, Tavares is back on that body kick early because he found some success with it in round 1. Anders keeps pushing cage side. Tavares drops Anders now with a huge shot. I believe it was a right hand, maybe a cross, though. I can't remember. And he's looking for a submission, of all things. Anders gets up and is on top control. Still looking very weak in the legs, it seems like. Gets cage side, all right, moves cage side to get up, and then not much output for the end of the round. Tavares was tired for looking for that finish, and Anders was just still on weak legs, like I said. Very close. So at this point, I'm thinking they're 1-1. Round 3 has to make up the difference here. Now, more control time from Anders, it seemed like, but round 3, Tavares lands a few clean shots, but then gets taken down. Their cage side during this takedown, and he gets to his feet, but he's still being held against the cage. There's a wild scramble after a good throw from Tavares, and he's still being held cage side, just continuously holding him there. Tavares lands some good combos, but gets taken down, slowly works to his feet, big exchange, and then Tavares jumps the guillotine for the end of the round. So that was how that went down. Amazing, amazing fight. From both guys. Eric Anders able to secure that decision win, and he retired with that. He's had 20 fights in the UFC, I think. Went out on a win. His son was there. It was a nice moment. Took his gloves off. Got to speak with Michael Bisping. Very good, very good. Happy with his career. Good for him going out on a win like that. And we'll see more from Brad Tavares, I think, and he's trying to get back in that win column. All right. Now, Bolaji Oki versus Manuel Sousa. Is he Sousa? One of them was Sousa, the other one was Sousa. It's spelled almost the same way, though. Whatever. Whatever. Not important. Another finish this fight. What? Get out of here, ad. Anyway. Fucking ads now on the Paramount. Whatever. Not to mention the fucking Paramount card, all of a sudden the audio dropping out of fucking nowhere. What was up with that, guys? Anyone else getting pissed off with this fucking bullshit? Sorry. Didn't want to spike your guys' cortisol. Anyway, round 1. Sousa is feinting a lot. He lands a big shot that drops Oki. Or maybe a slip. Looked like a drop to me, though. And then he's looking for a sub. Oki's landing some ground and pound, able to really get his bearings back. Sousa, they get to his feet and still being held cage side. Good clinch exchange from both guys at the end of the round here. Very tough guys. These guys put on a great fight, honestly. Sousa, again, feinting a lot at the beginning of the second round. Gets cracked by a shot going in. Oki drops Souza. Both guys, it's just insane. Like, it's a war at this point. There's an eye poke. I think Oki poked Souza's eye. It's clearly an accident to me. Another eye poke right after that, and then eye poke after he drops Souza too. What crazy, crazy turn of events. Both got one drop, and we're going into the third round. Crazy exchanges from Souza. Crazy pace from both guys. Oki looks slightly more tired, it seemed like. Didn't have quite the cardio. And then Souza's just continuous on that offense. He's just relentless with that. Souza ends up landing a huge shot. TKO's Oki. 4 minutes and 12 seconds into the third round. God, what a performance. That was a phenomenal performance from both guys, honestly. Even though Oki got finished, he still looked like an absolute fucking warrior out there. So, amazing job from both these guys. Now, Elijah Smith versus Su Young Yu. Elijah Smith, I believe this is his second UFC performance. I'm not sure. Let me just check. Let me just check that real quick. I got time. I think this is only his second fight in the UFC. Yep. Undefeated in the UFC right now. So, good for him, good for him. His father sounds similar to Morgan Freeman. I don't know if you guys heard him in the corner there. He's got a very slow, paced out voice. Anyway, this is unrelated. Round one. Now, Elijah Smith had a tough round one against this guy. Smith times a good shot off a takedown attempt, and Yu gets to his feet and lands a takedown on Smith. Smith struggling to get to his feet, and Yu landing multiple shots down there. And then multiple takedowns, just takedown after takedown after takedown, and holding top control for the end of the round. So round one probably going to Yu, just based off like control time and everything. Very, very close fight. Now, round two, Smith had to turn it up. Smith lands a good combo, then lands a huge shot that drops Yu, and then Smith gets the rear naked choke and taps his ass. Crazy, crazy turn of events, but people don't know. People forget, man. His dad was a wrestler. Look at his dad's cauliflower ears. Ears are 3 times, they're fucking that thick because of how bad the cauliflower ear is. It's craziness. But super impressive win for him, really showcasing that he's a well-rounded fighter. And I think we're going to see a lot from him coming up the rankings here. Great fight. Great fight for the American. All right. Vitor Petrino versus Steven Tittyboy Asplund. What is his actual concrete? I prefer Tittyboy. I think Tittyboy is his fucking... I think he should just own that. He should be Steven Tittyboy Asplund. Very impressive fight for him, honestly, even though he didn't get the win here. Super impressive fight. Well done by both guys. This is the type of shit I want to see in the heavyweight division, honestly. Both these guys coming through is just amazing. We won't have to suffer... We should just cut Tai Tuivasa and Towson to share. Just cut them both. I see Ty's fighting, what's his name, here soon. And I'm honestly just not even, I'm just disappointed already in how that fight's going to probably go down. If it makes it to a fucking second or third round. All right. We've got Steven Tittyboy Asplund versus Vitor Petrino. Now, round one, Petrino's landing some clean shots. Shoots a takedown, really good takedown from defense from Asplund. We see the entire fight. Shoots a takedown, failed, and then they get into a wild scramble after that. Asplund doubling up his left hand a lot, it seems like. Asplund stuffs another takedown, and they're both kind of trading jabs. Petrino seems to be landing it slightly more than Asplund up to this point. Asplund lands a big right and drops Petrino. Looking for that finish. They get up for a low output, very low output end around. Both guys looking pretty tired already, but not like for heavyweights, not bad cardio on both these guys. So, Asplund could have taken that round just based off that drop, but Petrino, this is close, very close round. Seemed like I'm giving probably that one to Asplund. Now, round two, we see a turn of events. Petrino's moving up. What the fuck? I can't even read my own handwriting. Oh, mixing. Petrino's mixing it up with some kicks early into the round, and then Petrino lands a body kick that gets Asplund to the ground. Didn't necessarily knock him down, but he did end up getting to the ground after that. And then Asplund gets up and is chasing Petrino, it seems, almost. And they're both still trading that jab, and then Petrino lands a good combo And Asplund starts missing some shots. He starts getting just out of range at this point, is what it's seeming like. Now, round 3, Asplund lands a big shot that hurts Petrino, but not bad enough to do anything. Petrino fires off a good combo, still trading jabs for the end of the round. Now, the biggest problem here for Asplund was he had this nasty cut right under his eye on his cheekbone here, and it was just bleeding. So it looked like he was really, really hurt, even though he wasn't the one that got knocked down. Yeah, just a really tough rounds for him. But all respect to him. He said, "Let's go get a beer after to Vitor Petrino." So, you know, you can't not like this guy. Honestly, he's got a good story. He's coming up, came a long way, and I think he's good for heavyweight. He's good for the heavyweight division. We need some talent. We need some hardworking guys in the heavyweight division right now. It needs saving. We need a Jesus to enter the heavyweight division. All right, the featured prelim of the night. Chris Curtis versus Mike Tykebeck Oralbi. No idea if that's how you say it. Not a great fight for my boy Chris Curtis here. This was a tough one, guys. This was a tough one. Now, round 1. Oralbi lands a takedown early against the cage, and Curtis gets to his feet, but gets taken down 2 more times. This keeps happening over and over and over and over again, like 5-6 times. Oralbi takes his back, lands some ground and pound, and then ends up getting a slam at the end of the round. Just kind of domination, really. The little time they were spending on the feet, like not much was done. He was still getting outstruck, it seemed like. Now, round 2, we saw a little more striking, not much. Curtis is on the offense, you know, landing some stuff. But so, you know, Oralbi is countering a little bit. He stuffs the takedown at first, but does eventually get taken down cage side over and over and over and over and over again. Another 5-6 takedowns. It's just, I mean, holy shit. Like, it's crazy, you know? Yeah, 7 takedowns. Oh, it does tell you. 7 takedowns, and 5 takedowns in the third. Just crazy amount. 19 takedowns. He almost beat the record, which was 21, I believe. So round 3, same thing. Oralbi pushes cage side for a takedown early and just holds that body lock the whole time. He can't do anything. Curtis didn't prepare for this for some reason, even though he knew this was going to happen. He wasn't stuffing. He stuffed 1 takedown, barely, the whole fucking fight. It was really embarrassing, honestly. Oralbi pushes, yeah, he gets that takedown, just holds him there the whole time. Oralbi ends up like kind of spiking Curtis on his head, too, at one point, really slams him, then takes his back. Continuous takedowns cage side. They get up for the end of the round. 8 seconds left. Curtis could get the win. He gives up. Doesn't throw a single shot, just holds his high guard the whole time. Extreme disappointment from me. And imagine Sean Strickland over there in the corner, like, damn, what the fuck? I thought I was with a bunch of killers. So, yeah, I don't know, pretty embarrassing for Chris Curtis. Maybe give him a different matchup next time, see if he can, I mean, you know, see if he can get something done. Anyway, on to the actual main card event, where I went 5 for 6. Pretty good, pretty good. This was an easy one to predict, though, so don't take that too much into account. Honestly, this did felt like it was almost, even though there were some ones that were close, I thought I might, you know, like this very first one we're about to go over here. Extremely close fight. I believe it was split decision. Crazy shit. Okay, round 1. Round 1, Charles attempts a takedown, which was kind of weird. And I don't really see that from Charles usually. Silva clinches up, and then Charles lands a hook off the clinch. Very cautious striking from Charles, it seems like. I think that knockout, like him getting knocked out, really affected him. I'm not going to lie. It didn't seem like we saw that same Charles Johnson we're used to, at least at the beginning part of these rounds here. But they're both in the clinch. Both guys using leg kicks. Good exchange at the end of the round. Very close round. According to the total strikes, though, give it to Johnson. Significant strikes, also Johnson. So total, see, look how tight this second round is. This is craziness. Now, good combo from Johnson, but Silva's countering well. And Johnson gets hit in the nuts. He recovers super well from that. Johnson starts putting some shots together. Silva's still pushing forward. Silva seemed to be pushing forward this whole fight, just about. There's a clash of heads and a complete accident by both guys. And then Silva kicks him in the nuts again, but no points taken. So, hey, we're good. Now, round 3, Charles is throwing a ton of kicks, and Silva's pushing cage side. This was the best Charles we saw, was round 3. This was the Charles Johnson I'm used to seeing. You know what I mean? And what the hell? Oh, okay. Yeah. Johnson's he's throwing some head kicks. And Johnson throwing some crazy combos at the end of the round. See, as you can see, the total strikes was a little higher here. Significant strikes was the same, though. And this is where that split decision came in. However, one of the judges had it 30-27. So I don't know what the fuck that guy was on. But yeah, I picked Charles Johnson to win, but holy shit, it was close. And honestly, if they had given it to Silva, I couldn't have been mad. I could not have been upset about that, because Silva low-key kind of got robbed almost, and that's coming from someone who thought Charles was going to win, so you'd think I'd be biased, but I'm not. Listen, I judge the fights how I see them. Now, we got Ion Cutelaba versus Omar C. Omar, you're a piece of shit. I had Omar to win this one. He was a pretty big favorite. He fucking sucks, apparently. God damn you. Now, Ion, watch him. He's coming up. Light heavyweight. He's gonna be a problem. So round starts off. Sai's throwing some kicks. A lot of feints from Ion, it seems like. Ion lands a takedown cage side, and then Sai lands his own takedown. Jumps to Gilly. Couple submission attempts. And then Ion submits him. And I'm like, what? Yeah, Ion jumps to guillotine, submits his ass. It was ridiculous. I was like, what the fuck, Sai? You suck. It was so fast, too. He tapped immediately. I was like, is this fight rigged? Did you just ruin my parlay for no fucking reason? Omar Sai, you French bastard. Of course, he's French, so they're used to surrendering. Bastard. Anyway, he ruined my fucking parlay. It was the only one I got wrong. Was this piece of shit right here. But good work from Ion. Yeah, that's how that went down. 4 minutes, 24 seconds in. What a fight this was. Very interesting. Marwan Rahiki, I think this was his debut as well. And what a debut it was for him. Very close round 1. Look at this. Exact same number of strikes. Slightly more. Oh, every strike he threw was significant. That's crazy. Anyway, but yeah. Very close round 1. Hardwick grabs a body triangle early, and Rahiki's a really great work from Rahiki, pulling his arm across the opposite side and able to shake him off. And then lands. We see some clean shots from Hardwick after that, though, and Rahiki seems to be on the back foot, but looking good defensively. Rahiki lands a crazy combo now, but Hardwick just eats him and fires back. And then round 2, Rahiki turned it up. He lands a head kick off rip and unloads a crazy combo. Thought he was going to get the finish right there. Does not. And then after that, Hardwick eats a bunch more, but just doesn't fall. And just starts to answer with shots of his own. This fight really proved to the heart of him, at least during the fights, during the rounds here. He's just not falling. Hardwick lands a takedown, gets reversed, sort of. Hardwick gets up, and then very low output, end of round, and then he calls it in the corner. Broken jaw, TKO. So, yeah, pretty much what everyone thought was going to happen. Marwan Rahiki went out here and TKO'd Harry Hardwick. But, I mean, don't sleep on Harry Hardwick, man. This was a tough fight, and he showed resilience for most of it. I mean, the guy broke his jaw. What the fuck's he going to do? Like, this isn't a championship fight. His fucking jaw's broken. If you see his face at the end, it was bad. It was very bad. So I can't even blame him. I can't even blame him for that. Anyways, Andre Fili versus Jose Miguel Delgado. Another split decision that I couldn't have been mad if it went to Andre. It was a crazy, crazy close fight. I had Delgado to win and he got the job done, but god damn, it was close. You know? Andre Fili's been in the UFC for quite a while now. Round 1. Round 1, we see a lot of feints early on. And Delgado's landing some body kicks early. Fili lands a big shot. and drops Delgado. Holds it together, gets that, able to hold it together, not to get finished. Delgado just keeps getting caught in these counters, and Philly lands a good takedown at the end of the round and holds him cage side for the rest of the round. So that was round one. I'm giving it to Philly. Round one, that's Philly's round. Now round two, different story. Different story. So Delgado shoots a takedown into a knee to the body. Really good work from Delgado there. Philly lands another big right. Delgado throwing a lot of kicks, and then Delgado's also throwing some crazy combos when they're in the clinch. He's really dominating in the clinch. Delgado lands a takedown of his own into top control, delivering some elbows while he's on top. Philly gets up and lands a takedown as well. I still give this round to Delgado. He did more damage, it seemed like to me. So a very close round, but yeah, giving that one to Delgado. So right now, in my mind, they're 1-1, and I need Delgado to lock in for round three, and he did just that. So Philly is finding that jab early on in the round. Delgado's doing well in close range, but having a hard time at range. Delgado's mixing it up, a lot of kicks. Philly pushes cage side, and then Delgado kind of reverses it, and Delgado's landing that right hand, just keeps on landing that right hand over and over. Philly lands a takedown 2 times and is on top for some ground and pound at the end. And right here, I'm thinking, damn, end around, Philly's on top, punching Delgado in the face. And I'm like, fuck, I think my pick just lost. But then the judges gave it to Delgado. Let's go. Very close. Couldn't have been mad if they gave it to Philly, but good fight from both guys. Did they get fight of the night? Who the fuck got fight of the night? Or maybe they don't. Did they not do that on? Huh. All right, co-main. Amanda Lemos versus Jillian Robertson. 2 different styles really clashing it out here. Round 1. Is Jillian Robertson Canadian? Yeah, Canadian, Brazil. Okay. All right. So round 1, Lemos is utilizing her jab early and finding a lot of success with that. They clinch for a bit. Lemos is attacking the legs of Robertson, but then Robertson pushes cage side where she lands a takedown into top control. Robertson still holding that single leg cage side, and then Lemos is landing some ground and pound during this, and then Robertson's holding Lemos cage side. Lemos lands a big shot at the end of the round. I gave round 1 to Lemos. I thought she really, total strikes. Look at the strikes. Strikes, yeah, it's just very close. Now round 2. Robertson times a great takedown into top control early in the round, and then Robertson is searching for that submission. While in half guard, Lemos is defending well off the ground, but Lemos gets taken down again and lands some big shots at the end of the round. So yeah, round 2, I'm giving that to Robertson. So at this point, 1-1, I'm like, all right, all my picks, man, they were just, not all of them, but a lot of them, it was very close fights. So I can't, anyone that faded my shit, I don't blame you, because it was fucking very close. For most of my picks, it was never a nice, it was seldomly was it a nice, easy, all right, sweet, my pick won in 1 minute, Now, round 3, Robertson has realized she just has to get this fight to the ground as soon as possible. So she shoots a takedown off rip, doesn't get it, but lands a shot on her way up, and then Robertson pushes cage side again, obviously. Robertson lands a takedown cage side. Lemos gets up and out. Robertson lands another takedown. Almost gets caught in an armbar, but then gets top control. And this is where you can really show there's levels to this game. Lemos had a really good opportunity for that armbar, and then great defense from Robertson. Was able to just turn her wrist and get right the fuck out of there. It was amazing. So, yeah. Almost gets caught in that armbar. Gets top control, looking for the submission again. Landing some big shots on the ground. Both throwing shots on the ground for the end of the round. Jillian Robertson able to take that win home. And great job. Great job on her part. Absolutely phenomenal work. Good for the division. Yeah, I think she's gonna do some wild things. She's an interesting style. Josh Emmett versus Kevin Vallejos. Josh Emmett. Goddamn, Josh, I think you should hang it up, brother. I'll be totally honest with you. Guys, do we want to... I mean, this is starting to feel like a Tony Ferguson-esque sort of downgrade here. I can't stand to see fucking Josh Emmett keep taking these losses like this. I mean, he hasn't won a fight in 3 years. It's pretty much time, you know. He didn't hang up here, but I think maybe he wants to give him a can. Give him a can. Give him an absolute can, bottom of the barrel guy. Let him whoop the fuck out of him and retire. Come on, Dana. Just do it. Just do it. Anyway, round one. The only round. You know, it's bittersweet because, like, yeah, I picked Kevin to win, but I'm just... I like Josh, so it was just sad, you know. Round one, Josh is looking springy, looking alive, looking good. He shoots a takedown, surprisingly. Doesn't get it. Kevin lands a good counter. Drops Josh off rip. Looked like right on the forehead, and immediately some blood is already there. He's looking for that finish. Doesn't get it, but after Josh gets up, drops him again with a big right hand and follows up for that TKO finish. Josh only able to land 3 strikes and only throwing 12. So very low output from Josh. Got fucking destroyed in the first round. Look out for Kevin Vallejos, man. He is coming for it. He's going to be a problem in the featherweight division. I mean, you know, give him some tougher guys, and let's see how he does, but he's ready, you know. All right, guys, that's the reaction, the breakdown, the response to the UFC Fight Night event in the Meta Apex, Las Vegas, US. Great card, good fights, phenomenal work from everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, comment how great I am. You know, normal things. Peace.